felt called to join all these beautiful people, all these energies, and of course to join you. I feel so grateful and I'm overwhelmed with beautiful energy, feeling yours, presence, your love, just your kindness of gathering here with me. My name is Reina. I was born in Lebanon. I moved to Montreal, then I came to Dubai. I was living here 18 years ago. Now I do live in Montreal, Canada. So to have this space, thanks to Home of Wellness, and to share this story, a short story of partly the book, the inspiration, the channeling of what came through me. I have been on a life transformational journey since 2010-11. And so my life journey started because when I was living in Dubai, I started having panic attacks, anxiety, a fear of death. And I used to be in a corporate world. And that started here. And it's interesting that to be here and to share this change and this shift. So many years ago, before being in Dubai, I was tested by the divine, by God. A choice that I've made for myself. And it was during a brain surgery. I chose to live. And I chose to be here and present. And by taking that choice, in that moment, fear stopped existing. But life happens. And when life happens, you go through the whole life, corporate, education, world, traditions, customs, etc. And a lot of that made me feel so drained that I needed to breathe. And I couldn't breathe. And so, choosing to be in Dubai 18 years ago, working with corporates, and then luckily, I decided to leave because I got my papers to immigrate to Canada. And a journey started, a new one. And I started slowly discovering myself, bits and pieces. But then the first discovery was through raw food. Raw food is a food that is filled with energy and filled with love. Raw is because it comes from the essence. And the essence is divinely given to us. And so that was one of the starts. And just before that, I was introduced to healing, to the energy. And we all think and ask, what is energy? And energy is everything. The sun, the sky, the earth, the grass, the trees, you, your heart, your organs, your breath, everything is energy. We feel it in our palms. We all have that. And so through this journey, I got introduced to healing powers of the energy and raw food. And I had to work so much on myself. Hypnotherapy, healing, energy, yoga, unity, connection, and I started channeling, writing. And I wrote so many verses and so many poems. And I never understood, why am I writing? Who am I writing for? And that was a bit like, whoa, you know? And then one day I was at the hypnotherapist and I said, listen, I'm writing those things. What are these? And I started reading. And I cried. I cried because I didn't realize that I was reading them for myself. Why I say myself? because we don't know what loving self means. We all think and believe that we are selfish by loving ourselves. But are we really? No. When we love ourselves, we fill our own cup with the things we admire, with the things that help us grow, instead of waiting for things from the outside to fill us in. And so by learning slowly to fill my own cup, I realized that I can actually start loving this girl, this child, Reina. And this is when the doors opened. And slowly but surely, not realizing that those words are actually deeper than that. It's much deeper than loving me. Because what is me is you. And what is you and me and everything is one. Call it the universe, call it God, call it divine, call it whatever name. It lives within you. So taking this moment to embrace that. Feel yourself. You are in His presence. And so, with the book, I wrote something. Look in the eyes of the beloved. You are in His presence. His, her, they, whatever. It's the universe. Embrace it and love it. So the book was truly a channel book. I started writing since 2011. And then one day, 2 years ago, July 2nd, 2021, I started writing things, like the title, and then other codes, and then more stuff. And then the energy moved me one day to start writing and composing the book. Why I say composing? Because the energy guided me to design the book, to put it all together. And it took time. You know, everything happens for a reason. And everything happens in its time. And so, I'm so glad to share my baby. The baby that was channeled through me for all of you. And it's all you, as it is all me. I hope you enjoy whatever message there is for you. So maybe by picking the book for you, you might find something special for you. So read it and let it feel it grasping inside of you. So thank you again. Your presence is a beautiful gift. And I'm so lucky after 18 years to be here and to see dearest friends from many years ago and also that I met in this strip. This is powerful. See how powerful you are? Do you feel the energy that's vibrating in the room? So before we move on a bit, I'm gonna thank my dear friend Tumi. She was so kind enough today to make raw food for us. The food that changed my life. The food that brought energy within me. So you're more than welcome to serve yourself in a bit. And also, as I have dear friends here who were on the journey with me in Canada, and others who know me from here before my transformation. If anybody feels charmed to just speak something about that, to show you that everything is possible. Make the choice, choose yourself, and become it. As easy as that. Yes, we say it's easier. You need to take the first step, and then everything will help you move forward. Trust, believe, make it happen. The power is within you. It's not in somebody else. thank you so much for your time, for listening, for being present. I honor you. I see you. I love you. And I'm so humbled to be here.
Old friend of Reina's back from Montreal, and I live in Dubai. And I truly have been part of her journey from the beginning. When we met, I was vegan. I took on my own journey, but she really took the journey. I remember that conversation we had at Cru d'Essence, which was a raw food restaurant in Montreal, really, really popular. Unfortunately, it closed down since. And we were having this conversation, and she was talking about her journey, and we were joking around about how, you know, I can see it now, you know, your future with Larena, and we were just like brainstorming different things and whatnot. But I honestly have to say, it's one, I mean, and I don't want to make, this is not about me, it's just, I want to make one point is that at the time, I had all these thoughts where I was going with my vegan journey. I was working in the healthcare field and took this transition of how I can connect things, and I had all these ideas of where I wanted to go with it. But then things shifted and whatnot, and you know, happy where things are at with me today. But I look at Reina, and I say from that one conversation and how she took her journey across the board, and I know that along the way there was a lot of people, because I know I've been there, a lot of people that look and say, what the heck are you doing? you leave your job and you're doing this and that, and you're putting yourself in a lot of turmoil, but she was persistent, and she kept going forward. And I gotta say, I don't want to make this too long, because I'm sure a lot of people here have, you know, I'd love for a lot of people to say something on her behalf. But I read the book. This was her first book. I was lucky to buy it off of her. She happened to have it with her. We met last week, and I said, can I buy it off of you? So I'm grateful to have her first printed copy. I read the book literally yesterday. Knowing I was going to be here, I was so impressed. You know, we've been friends for so long, and there's so many intimate details that I did not know enough of. And what I want to say is that what Reina did in this book is truly, truly be completely herself. As much as I'm an open book, I am very private about certain things in my life, and I'm in awe of people who were able to do this, and she did just that. From beginning to end, Reina, I was really impressed by it. It's heartfelt, it's her speaking, and you know, as you said, everything that was a calling came through. And one of the other things I gotta say I was so impressed by, I don't know if any of you looked through it, but her Arabic, I was impressed. But really did not know that, you know, you had the talent.
Well, I haven't written Arabic in 20 years, especially the literature Arabic.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's a channeled book. These are not my words.
So
these are words coming through.
You can definitely see that. So again, I encourage everybody to read it. It truly is, Reina, the essence of you. And I'm so proud of you, and I think kudos to you for taking it all the way. And I'm sure there's a whole future ahead of you. So thank you. Thank you for getting us.
Okay, so my name is Clara Nader. I actually met Reina in 2018. It was I could actually say it was a very special moment. It was just, I wouldn't say by mistake, but it just happened. And the first moment I actually met Reina, it was in Lebanon. We were in Jbeil. I was actually going through a tough time at that time, and actually I opened the book. It wasn't the first page that I opened, but I would like to read something from the book, and based on that, I feel that really explained the moment that we sat, and I think we sat for like 2 hours and a half, 3 hours, in a beautiful setting, and it was, I would say it was one of the moments at that time where I felt I was fully and completely accepted for who I am without really sharing a lot. It was just a moment where I felt like I'm fully embraced. And That's who Reina is. And I'll read this: transformational lessons. We all pass through different moments every day, and the beauty of it is that they are all our perfect teachers. They come as a present to shape us, to ground us, to elevate us and help us grow. Whether it's emotional pain, vulnerability, loneliness, and weaknesses, and or emotional gain, happiness, joyfulness, and passion. Embrace every moment, even when it is so hard to welcome. Learn from it. Let it vibrate in our cells to awaken us, give us strength, and remind us of our true selves. Remember, there will always be a sign, a message, or messengers which will come our way to guide us. Open our eyes, heart, and soul, and bring us back to our aligned self. Let the magic do its work through welcoming every moment in love and gratitude. And remember to always follow our intuitive side, as it always shows us the way to heaven. Thank you. Thank you for being exactly that at that moment. Life, show me your magic. And it's just, honestly, it's just an honor to be here also today, to be here in Dubai while you're doing this. Every step of the way, we met in really specific moments where we guided each other or we guided people around us. So thank you for that, and thank you everyone for being here, for being part of Reina's life, and hopefully to the next.
It happens just like for Clara. We met 5 years ago. I had been through a transformation, decided to quit my job, and everybody was accusing me of being the craziest person. I was a very successful woman who everybody thought was super happy. Their judgment of my life jumped into the unknown. And every time I would tell someone, oh, I'm leaving Dubai and I've jumped to the unknown, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, I'm just jumping into the unknown. Everybody would tell me, you need to meet Reina. And so it happens that I was supposed to go back to Lebanon to move into my new apartment in Beirut, but it wasn't ready. And Reina was also staying with her parents in Tripoli, and I moved to Tripoli to be with my parents until my apartment is ready, and Reina became my best friend. We were there together through this journey, and it's very touching because this book has been in her heart and has been her aspiration for such a long time. And going with all her wishes and to see it a reality and to see all of us gathered today to talk about life, to talk about love, to talk about happiness is such a gift, because Reina is an amazing connector, and she connects people through her pure heart, and she connects people through her love. And I opened the book, it's about letting go and accepting. After a life of doing and pushing and pushing and pushing, I was honored to meet Reina when I started letting go and accepting and be in life and be receptive rather than always be the giver and the doer. So thank you, Reina, so much.
Life, show me your magic. Well, it started with magic. Seeing this amazing being, sparkling, so curious to break limitations and explore life. Stepping into the unknown with joy and love. It was like, this exists in life. I'm not a crazy being.
I met Reina in Montreal. We went out to dinner and we were talking business. Corporate person coming from Bombardier, talking about her heritage, family name, business. She was a pure business person. We were talking business and how she gonna conduct her business in Montreal. And all of a sudden, this cute girl did what at least takes 10 men to do, is let go everything, family, heritage, business, corporate world, and went exactly in the unknown. And today, I can just say thank you. I believe that you gave us a lesson that me, personally, today, I don't dare do what she did. So